It's Friday. Falcon Friday. It's rodeo week. Falcon Friday High Noon Madness. It's your boy OGBigsam. I reckon the franchise will be along sometime or another. You know, life is life. Um, and look, we're in here um, to get a get a mindset and a good glimpse. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got these Cowboys in here coming in here, well, limping in, rolling in here in wheelchairs and uh, ambulances um, and whatnot to play this big game. This is a big game for both teams, record wise, seeding wise, positioning wise, tiebreaker wise. You know, moving forward, Cowboys definitely, desperately need this game. Um, we need and want this game, you know what I'm saying, to further our conference record. The Cowboys are a mess. They're a mess. They're a mess. Um, we are. This is one of those situations and one of those games where our focus is our weapon, and beating the man in front of you should be, you know what I'm saying, your key and focal point. Um, if I'm in that locker room, I'm not listening. I'm really not listening to the reports. My mindset is going out and preparing like I'm going to face a star. But and so it is. A lot of people, because I've been watching and listening, to the radio and watching podcasts, you know what I'm saying, and watching, you know what I'm saying, the big wig network, you know. Um, a lot of people are predicting us to just destroy the Cowboys, which is interesting. Um, they're hurting on the back end of their defense. If you really, you know what I'm saying, believe in the narrative that's floating on this morning, you know what I'm saying, um, we should really be able to do whatever we want to do. I mean, they're hurt on the back end. Ram might not play. Michael Parsons, he's probably going to play, but they're talking like he's coming in at about 70%. Uh, Statistically, the Cowboys are the worst run defense in the NFL, which is interesting enough because this fan base would tell you that we are. You know, interestingly enough, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Um, we're home. We could, you know what I'm saying, make some moves, you know what I'm saying, seating wise with the win. Uh, I think we're gonna do a lot of. This is gonna be one of them run heavy games. You know, some of y'all are gonna, get your old Tyler Algier fix going on. But I think this is going to be another game where we see Zach Robinson's ability to unlock this offense. He's been doing a good job of setting up plays and putting guys in good position. He's learning how to call a good game. Uh, he's look like it looked like the epiphany of this offense has happened with him. Um, and Dirty Kirk, with this offense. I think with this week it's going to be business as usual. With Zach Robinson, um, you know, this offense has unfolded like I really thought that it would. I mean, because the teams that are on our schedule are starting to look and see, okay, all right, this devoting three guys a couple of bits that's not gonna work because you're gonna be giving up too much underneath. The Falcons have proven that their speed is lethal. With Mooney, with Ray, Bijan, in the passing game. The running game is on film has become problematic in trying to scheme for what are you going to do? How are you going to combat this? Where are you going to devote your resources into? Coming in against this offense. What are you gonna sell out on? Because we've already proven two times over that you sell out on the run, that we can't go over the top. We can't hit you underneath. We can't hit you out in the flat. We have guys that can make you miss. You know, um, against this Cowboys defense, with them hurting on the back end because from what I understand, Brand is not going to be available back there. They're going to be short on some on some DBs back there on that back end. Uh, heard saw someone tweet earlier today. McCarthy might be fired at halftime. Hey, you know what I'm saying? In this game though, the defense has a chance to exercise some things. This is um you know an opportunity because this is a mass unit in this Cowboys team that's coming in here. They're hurting it in a couple of key places. You know, um, on their offensive line, I think I think it's the either the right or the left guard that's hurt, and then they got a Ricky at center. Um, Interior guys up front are going to have to get it done this week. This is a chance for them to get it done. To make some, make some noise. With the Cowboys' offensive line being in disarray, you got a rookie center, one of your guards, your one of your starting guards are out. It's an opportunity for Ryan and Jimmy Lake, uh, and them to get over the hump, if you will. Unleash some get to the quarterback multiple times. You know what I'm saying? In this game, what up, Corey? What's happening, man? Um, it's from the offensive side of things. I think they're gonna do what they've been doing. But for the most part, this game for me, what I'm going to be looking at from the defensive perspective, you know, it's to me, I feel this is more of a game for them with, what I'm saying, the patchwork offensive line coming in. Um, there's struggling continuity and chemistry. Even though they're one of the better passing teams in the NFL. So they're going to be coming in. The Cowboys are going to be coming in trying to throw the ball. And so this is going to be one of them where I think that shit, the crash out crew gonna be a little busy. You know what I'm saying with this Cowboys pass attack. You know what up, Eric? What's going on, man? Talking about these Cowboys coming in here and how this defense, has the opportunity to exercise some demons. Because it's keeping it, above to uh, the Cowboys offensive line is limping into this game. They have a rookie at center. One of the guards are out. They got a backup in. Um, this is going to be a game where our interior guys are going to have to make some noise. You know, um, coming in this week. Uh, in context for this game. I haven't heard anything. I'm not sure if Simmons is going to be back in the fold this week. Uh, but most of the rest of the guys back there. I mean, I'm not really worried about that back end back there. The crash out crew. I'm not worried about them. I mean, I understand hell they handling what they need to handle on that back end. Uh, Grady and the guys, Eddie and Animata, Taquan, Edmund Ketty, Judon, Ellis, Landerman, you know, Bertrand, these guys, you know what I'm saying, got to get busy. Got to get busy. Time to tighten it up. Hey, Auntie. Same to you, sweetie. Same to you. Know you gonna be in there representing. Um, but yeah, I think this game is gonna be more for saying the front seven on the defense, and with what they got with all the issues that the Cowboys got coming in on offense. And I'm not that I'm biting into the narrative, what I'm saying, from the national media and most of, what I'm saying, the podcast community. I mean, because the way the narrative is, I mean, shit, we should put up 50. You know what I'm saying? The way everybody talking. One guy on the podcast said he's looking forward to a straight skull fucking, you know, what I'm saying, for us to put on the Cowboys with what they got coming in here with. I mean, it has just been downright disrespectful, you know. And then I'm looking at the numbers and looking at the Cowboys rankings and things, and I thought that we were having some difficulties on defense. The Cowboys are dead damn last against the run, bro. And they're in the bottom, they're in the very bottom tier in pass defense as well. So, um, even in the fantasy football community, I'm just like, really, this is what really going down. So me myself, I'm just got it in my mind frame that we're going to, we just handle our business, you know. Um, yeah, we might see Mike McCarthy get fired at halftime. Yeah, because look, look, it is no secret. Arthur Blank and Jerry Jones do not like each other. There is no secret right there. That it just none whatsoever. There's no secret right there. So the Cowboys come in here and get dog walked by the Falcons. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a little ignorant. Um, hey, Christy, how you doing? Hope everything's all good with everybody and all your lives and life and and every good thing. With it being rodeo week and all. You know what I'm saying? I my my mindset, of the defensive reality, with this team and understanding, what I'm saying, what the entire problem is. All right. Trice going down set us back significantly. Uh then Troy getting hurt really crippled us, right? So we're trading water when it comes to the rain game. That and the way I'm looking at the way I've gone back and looked at over the last 4 games. And it just came off a conversation that me and the guys, we were talking and we were, really looking at it. Um, we're and being able to create some. We're creating pressure. We're collapsing the pocket. We're moving the line of scrimmage. Um, it's just that we're not getting all the way to the quarterback. We're not making sufficient tackles when we get to the point of attack. Um, and with Troy not being out there, who's our best cover linebacker, it we it has us where a lot of guys are playing out of position. You know, some some guys there's some things that some players can't do. and, you might be right there. You might be right, Corey. You might be right. Uh, you got your cowboy boots there. Yeah. Well, just, and see, in looking at this, in looking at this game, um, I mean, it is a far. Listening to everyone this morning, listening to you know the the networks and like I said, the podcast community, Falcon content creators and whatnot this morning and some of last night. It's really a foregone conclusion that we're gonna tell the Cowboys in the asshole. Which it kind of sort of makes me nervous, when people are actually, picking us to win a game. That kind of bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see what you're talking about. Let me see what the little niece talking about here. OGBigsam, do you think our defense can stay on Dak and CeeDee? Because when they were free, Dak didn't mind finding. They're The Cowboys are one of the three best passing teams in the league. All right. Um, I don't think I'm not taking anything away from what they are doing over there. I think the cash out crew is going to be able to handle um, what what they got going on because I don't- I think this might be the one game where the run defense shows up and um, we kind of make them one dimensional and it'll play into what we're doing defensively on the back end. What's happening, man? What's happening? Why you out there? You should have came on in here. You don't know why you out there in front of the house when you should be in the house. Come on, tactician. Why you playing? Let's see. Auntie said it'll break in Dak and Lamb relationship. The They aren't getting along, right? And look, half the team don't like that. Half the team, you know what I'm saying, don't like that. You know what I'm saying? What's good, boy?
What's up? What's up?
What's happening?
Nothing much, man. What's going on, family? How's everybody doing in the chat?
Yeah, I was discussing. Well, I'm finna, continue to answer Chris's question. Um, because interestingly enough, I've been watching the national narrative. You know what I'm saying on big networks this morning and everything, and then I'm watching and I'm dipping in and watching the Atlanta Falcons content creator community and what they were talking about this morning. And the narrative across the board, which is kind of creepy to me, you know, everybody expecting us to put up 50 on these Cowboys. You know, people are picking us to win this game hands down. Um, it's on that type of level, and it's kind of creepy to me. I'm understanding what's going on with the Cowboys. They got injury issues. You know what I'm saying on the line. um, that I was discussing earlier that I feel like our interior has a chance right here to exercise some demons with the problem that they got up front. Now, if you have any knowledge of that, if you do, what is your thoughts on that particular situation?
Well, for one, for what I've been hearing, it's sort of doom and gloom for Dallas. They, like you said, they are banged up, especially on the offensive side, the O line. Um, my biggest concern is Dak and his receivers because if you think about it, and they've been comparing. They even asked Jimmy Lake and a couple of the coaches, if you watched the press conference from yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
about how they think Dak is going to do it. Even they had to admit, like, yeah, Dallas is kind of beat up and they're kind of concerned about how Dak would compare to Kirk Cousins, like the chemistry between our quarterback and our receivers and our running backs versus theirs. And it's not it's not a good synopsis, man. I mean, out of all the teams we played this season, they're giving this team they're giving this team next to no hopes of winning.
Now, I don't know if you remember. Um, you know, after the season was over last season and, going, through the off season and getting close to training camp. And there was a report that came out of Texas, um, where Jerry Jones said, had said in a little small little interview that he really wasn't gonna do anything, what I'm saying, to upgrade anything because he's looking forward, moving forward. So given the notion that this was it for McCarthy and Dak. But they gave Dak that money. He gave Dak that money. Now, which was kind of interesting in itself. Now, and they kind of sort of swept that narrative under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but then when you look at things going forward from that point, he really kind of sort of held to that notion. They really didn't do anything. They a running back that walked. Um, Quinn got up out of there. They lost some defensive guys, and they really didn't draft with him.
Oh, OG, I'm gonna say two names, and I want everybody correct me if I'm wrong, or add your thoughts in the comment section. Jerry Jones paid Dak all of that money because he's familiar with it. Number two, he's hanging the Dallas Cowboys season on CeeDee Lamb on the offense and Micah Parsons. What has been the two main focuses of that? It used to be the running back, Zeke. When Zeke became not as effective as he used to be, they've been hanging their hat on CeeDee Lamb, and they've been hanging their hat on Micah Parsons. See, Jerry ain't too different from most owners. He gonna hang his hat on his new toys. But what you got to look at with them coming up against the Atlanta Falcons, this ain't the Falcons 2020, 2021, or 2022. You got a 3-tier system of weapons on offense. And even though we got some things to clean up on defense, you still got to deal with a pretty formidable defense. However you feel about it is, how you feel about it. But us versus them, if you look at the totality of it, we slightly ahead of them.
Cause they'll say hey to Auntie, man. She used to holler at you.
What's going on, Auntie? How you doing? But yeah, man, that's and now mark my words, neither one of us are saying we're gonna go into this game taking Dallas lightly.
At all.
We've already learned that lesson. You saw what happened with Seattle. If you let Dak, like any other quarterback, sit in the pocket, he can do some damage. But if you looked at the games that they played and how teams have played them, we already have a recipe on how to stop them. Now, I don't know if you got to this part of the show yet, but they're going to try and start with the run game first. They're going to try.
My conversation has been, for the most part, that the front seven, the defense has an opportunity to exercise some demons.
Mm-hmm. They do.
And the front seven, should get some hits on that. All things considering, they have a rookie center starting this week. Yeah, and I'm still I haven't been able to find it. I was trying to pull up which one, because one of their guards is out and the backup is playing in that spot. I can't remember if it's the left or the right guard.
Ooh.
So the Dallas got some interior issues on the offensive line.
I thought I saw something too on their defense about Michael Parsons. Is he playing?
Yeah, more than likely he's going to play. He's from what because I got a homeboy that's a Cowboys fan, and he's really in tuned, and he keeps up with it. And when I last talked, which was day for yesterday, which came out with the same reports from national media, Michael Parsons is more than likely going to be playing in this game.
All right, OG. To answer this topic right here, and this is going back to the press conference for the Falcons. Jimmy Lake did say, he said, number one, he said, a lot of the mess ups, I'm gonna take that on me. He said, but, and he emphasized
Right.
finishing. He said, we have got to finish. He said that has been one of our biggest problems was basically having a quarterback dead to rights and not finishing.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
what he said that and coverage. He said he said we can get a pass rush. He said, but we're not finishing. He talked about gap discipline. Yes, he did. He said, but if we tighten up on getting home and actually getting the quarterback on the ground and the coverage, he said that's what they've been working on this week. So I would not be a bit surprised if you're going to see a couple of blitz packages
Mm-hmm.
going after that. And I would not be a bit surprised. And they've already talked about Jesse Bates. I would not be a bit surprised if Jesse gonna be licking his chops.
Well,
So
I mentioned earlier because I was inquiring and I haven't come across the information because I haven't seen anything even in local lingo. Don't know if Simmons is going to be back in the fold this week. Um, that was an inquiry. So and I was just going forward thinking, uh, Rich is going to get another start.
mhm,
Um, we did some formidable things on last week. And then coming in with this week, like I said, the front the front seven can get some hits on that. Um, okay, wait a minute, because he Chris be having 3-4 conversations going on at one time. Okay,
what she got?
all right. Said on the Cowboys website, Michael Parsons did not practice Wednesday and Thursday. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Usually, if you don't see them practice on Wednesday and Thursday, that's usually an indication that they may not play, especially on Sunday.
but but
But
the reports this morning and out of there, it was like game time decision, and then more
mhm,
gonna play.
right, based on how you feel at the time, it's time to play the game.
Yeah.
But here's why, and I'll maybe watch one or two Dallas games this season. Here's why I'm not too concerned about that.
Hmm.
Michael Parsons, you already got enough film on him, and you know they're gonna move Michael around. Micah, he's not in his stationary position like he was when he first came in the league. In my opinion, he did more game wrecking when he was in said position. When they moved him around, it kind of it's kind of hit and miss. We, as far as people being able to get to Kirk Cousins, our O line has done a wonderful job.
And we've done work, what I'm saying, to make play to have plays for just, what I'm saying, said situation.
Mm-hmm.
Our underneath game is I think is second to none. At this particular juncture, we're right up there because our speed is lethal.
Mm-hmm. Right.
you- So really not. I'm with you on that. I'm really not worried right there in that aspect of him making an impact because
Yeah.
our
No.
has done good work to move the pocket where they need to move it when it comes to protecting Kirk. You know what I mean? Um, Things have gotten a little more cohesive with this line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And then I heard I think we might be getting Dalman back.
Yeah, it's they're taking their time.
Oh yeah, it's chess right now.
They're taking their time. He I'll say this: he could have played last week.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, Troy could have played last week. What Raheem and them are doing is looking at the games down the stretch, and they're
Hmm.
playing scenarios. They're basically playing scenarios from last season on this season. saying, what if this happens? What if that happens? Are we prepared? And for right now, we're prepared. So they're not, if Newsel is doing his thing, they're not just going to take him out the game. They're not. Unless Newsel starts getting blown up, they're not going to take him out the game. They're not going to replace him right now. I know we probably would like to see, what I'm saying, Dalman back, but if there's no immediate reason to put him in, they're not going to do it.
Right. Now, Auntie, I'm right there with you, and see, and I think that
Mm-hmm.
I think Troy will be back next week. They're crossing the T's and dotting the I's on that particular situation. I think Rye is milking that situation as much as he can because he's looking to blitz the situation with a full, what I'm saying, loaded. I think I kind of see what he's doing with some of these guys. I think he's holding them, like, okay, I think that we can win these particular games. I'm gonna take my chance of winning these games without these guys to a certain extent, and
Mm-hmm.
and be extremely fresh. You know what I'm saying? The closer we get to the playoffs. See,
Say,
I've been looking at this season big picture wise. That's been my mindset from the start of this season.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That and so I, that's why I can halfway kind of understand, something that what might seem crazy to other people, and I'm like, all right, yeah, we hold him out. We gonna
You, you,
it's right here.
you know what? I'm with you on that, Sam, and I say that for this. Look at who we played after this game. We played the Saints, and then you start getting into the latter games of the season.
God. Oh my
I
God.
I
We we
believe
we
he's saving the roster
yes.
he's saving the roster to decimate the last teams in the NFC South. So we basically walk into the playoffs with a
Mhm.
home field game. I see where you're going with that. So it's like if we can basically hold off Dallas with who we got, I'm not putting them in. When because everybody knows it doesn't matter what their record is, especially late in the season, they're going to play us tough. The BS is going to be afoot when we're going to New Orleans. So you already know how that goes. So it's going to be all hands on deck when it comes to that game. But as far as this game, I, it's I'm like Sam, for the first time, the media, social media, they're saying it ain't looking good for Dallas. It's not looking good for Dallas, but that still means that we are at home and we got to show up.
Yeah.
We
I-
we gotta
You
we
know,
gotta play discipline.
I said in our conversation, what I'm saying, the football guys are working their work.
Mm-hmm.
The football guys are working their work, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I've been paying attention to a lot of things, man. I, man, I'm just gonna say, we get in there and we do the work, and then everything else is gonna take care of itself. Um, I'm gonna shift the topic, the title segment, if you will, into a different concept. And I know it'd probably be a little different for you because you're not
Mm.
necessarily offensive enigmatic, if you will. But I'm interested in what you think. What I'm saying on in this concept. Now I'm gonna take Rod the situation and put Zach in um
Mm-hmm.
with with um with Dirty Kirk.
Okay. Yeah.
Um it is seen that Zach in what he's been able to do in the realizations, with the weapons that he have, and figuring out how to best retrofit them in certain situations, in certain plays, in certain concepts, in certain personnel groups. It seems like things are starting to mesh and come together, and he's finding a understanding, and then knowing when to trust Kirk, and you know and then and plus and knowing to have to exert the offensive physical dominance, if you will.
Gotcha. I could definitely answer this. And once again, I'm going to reference back to the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Robinson is having a field day because Kirk is giving him the opportunity to open that playbook all the way up. And I'm going to tell you why. And it's something a lot of people are overlooking with Kirk. While Kirk is great at throwing the ball, he's great at being a leader. Kirk is in every facet of the offense. They said today, I forgot the coach's name because that I wasn't able to get it when I was driving. But Kirk is actually out here not only going to the receivers and the running backs and talking to them and asking their input and getting what they like, but he's going to the offensive linemen and talking with them.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling them, "Hey, this is what I like to see in this situation.
Right.
This is what I need you to pay attention to when I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need from me?" He's going to the linemen asking them their opinions of what they see, what they don't see, what they can do better with, what he can do better with, because Kirk basically wants the offense to be one organism where the offensive line and the weapons are knowing what Kirk is thinking, and Kirk knows what everybody else is thinking and everybody else likes. So he's gonna know if, you know what I'm saying, like if Chris Lynch, he knows what he likes and what he's thinking about certain plays. Caleb McGarry, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Newsel. He's looking at all of these aspects like, yo, what do you think? What do I think? What so it makes Zach Robinson's job that much easier. Why? Because Zach just has to say, hey, Kirk, what do you think about this play? Well, who we gonna utilize on this play? Well, I like this for London. I like this for Pitts. I like this for, what I'm saying, Bijan. I like this for Tyler. I like this for Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? When you got a quarterback that's that intuitive with everybody, he wants everybody to know what he's thinking and be on one page. Guess what? Now you give your coach full full control of opening up the playbook and saying, "Hey, Kirk, let's run this." Kirk, like, all right, bet. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
man, everybody, we running this play. Everybody, like, all right, Kirk, we got you.
Right.
That's that is what that is what's going on behind the scenes, and we telling you again. Go watch these press conferences. Listen to these coaches. Listen to these players. This kind of stuff right here, and they said it in the press conference. Our players are learning how to play for each other. That's dangerous when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to facing teams like Dallas, or you even if we face teams like Detroit, because now it comes down to everybody's playing with one mindset. Now that other team got to deal with 10 other people that's thinking alike.
See, here's where um understanding the money, if you will. See, a lot of people were disgruntled, all in their feelings and whatnot about these $180 million that we gave Kirk Cousins. Well, right now the Falcons are looking like the smartest organization in the room. You know,
Mm-hmm.
with, with the 90 million guarantee that they gave this man. You know what I'm saying, to bring his wife home. You know what I'm saying, to the crib. Oh, speaking of which, they got their own crib now. They at mom and dad in law basement. Um, Congrats on that. Shout out to the cousins household. But when you look around the league, if you will, and survey the situation, and you survey these, quarterback situations, these high profile money uh quarterback situations, would you like to have their problems, or would you like to have our
I'll take ours for 400 all day.
situation. I mean, you know, wait a minute, hold on. We told you.
So,
I'm just saying. We told you so. You know? Christian says that makes sense, one, because that hasn't happened for a lot of rookie. Wait a minute. For a lot of rookie quarterbacks like Stroud last night, if Stroud had that insight with his O line, he would not have been so beat up with sacks.
Christy, you were seeing the same game I was seeing literally, and I want y'all to pay attention to what Christy said. And if those of you that watched the game last night, if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We said this time and time again, and I stand on it to this day. Nobody escapes the rookie process. At some point in time, you're going to have to face the fact that your rookie skills are going to show. Teams are going to catch up with what you. He had a good whole season. He had a good rookie season. I take my hat off to him. He's one of the quarterbacks in that class that actually performed. But teams caught up with him this season. And for the Jets to make those adjustments and get at him, you see the look on his face like, man, how are these dudes hitting me? And it's like, y'all can't stop them from hitting me. What's going on? So he had his throws rushed, his timing off, the chemistry between him and his receivers. He was throwing Hail Marys, hoping people was catching it. Now they was catching some deep passes, but it was so irregular. And it was beginning to shake his confidence in that game. He was getting frustrated. So yes, when you watch the Falcons play versus them, everybody knows they got a one mindset. We must protect Kirk at all costs. Even if we get injured, we got to protect our quarterback. And when you got linemen that have that kind of mindset, oh, they going to block their asses off.
Well, to piggyback off your initial assessment, we told y'all watch what happens once the league get tape on you.
Mm-hmm.
I said his rookie season, his rookie campaign is gonna tell you everything you need to know about who and what he gonna be. Now he's running into some stumbling blocks, but he's working his way through it. But
Mm-hmm.
he's running into learning how to be a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? When you have to decipher complex, you know what I'm saying, zone blitz schemes and disguising looks. When
Mm-hmm.
you see things that you ain't seen before in different times, in different situations.
Yep.
See, that's what Stroud is going through right now.
Mm-hmm. He's learning how to be a quarterback when stuff is not working in his favor.
And now I have more confidence, you know, excuse me, that he's gonna be successful. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because of how he managed to, and I didn't see anything that would make me be on alarm like, oh no, we can't go forward with him. In that adverse situation on last night. I learned more about CJ Stroud last night in bad situations than I've learned about him with him doing good.
Oh yeah. He Stroud has no quit. No matter how bad it is, no matter how hurt he was, he got up, shook it off. Okay, next play. Because what Stroud's mentality is, you gonna hit me, but I'm gonna make a play. I'm gonna find a way to make a play if I ain't even got no plays. And with that, I can respect that wholeheartedly. That's what's going to make him a formidable quarterback when he puts everything together. He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem as long as the team continues to build properly around him. He's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, he's gonna succeed. And now auntie, you dead on something on that right there. You dead on. See, because this was something that we as a collective, the Unholy Alliance, touched on. I think it was like week two,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
from training camp to week 2, about how the guys, when asked about Kirk Cousins, you know what I'm saying, and how they would light up when they would perk up, and you know what I'm saying, they would gleam up, you know, and in their admiration and wanting to play with him and play for him and play with him. It's I think that's one of the more shining elements of him coming into the fold, into this situation, especially coming off the injury that he came off of, and coming through training camp, and the way he came through training camp, and then Kirk Cousins being him,
Mm-hmm.
all right, being him, the way he connected with the fan base in Washington D.C. All right,
Man.
all right. That I knew when the news hit that we were. I said, yeah, he gonna. It's this is gonna be like peanut butter and jelly.
Mm-hmm. Wherever he went, he was beloved.
Kurt is him. He he can he. It's not that he knows how to fit in. He is him. He is himself. You know what I'm saying? Now, what added to this situation was wifey being from Marietta, going to school here, and her parents went to, I think our father or her mother went to Georgia, something to that fact, um, was one of the key factors. So it was easy for him to ingratiate himself to the ATL culture and community.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The man took an excerpt, you know what I'm saying, which I can't exactly remember exactly where he got it from. And now that very same excerpt that he used in a pregame, you know what I'm saying, in a tunnel, 2 Chainz on when he made a damn song with it.
Yeah. He said when you go into the trap, you take over the trap.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But
Yeah.
here's the best part about it, and here's why I'm smiling ear to ear, and here's where I give Colin Cowherd some credit. He said, "I'm happy for this team. I'm all in for this team because Penix is soaking up every bit of this. Penix is watching how he goes from group to group,
Yep.
getting their input on how to do this. He's watching
Yes.
how everybody's playing for him, how
Yep.
he's playing for everybody else. He's watching how passionate he is and how hard he is on himself, and he
How he
holds
works in
himself
the film room.
right, right. You know what I'm saying? They said, and to back up what Auntie was saying, they was talking about Dahlman and Noozle hanging out, filling each other out, making each other better. He said each of these players are basically trying to sharpen each other. And to clear up the controversy against the running back, Bijan and Tyler Algier are playing off of each other. They're studying with each other, making each other better. So for all of y'all out there with that pit one against the other, you can kill that because they said that in the press conference.
Mm.
Each player on this team, whether it be defense or offense, is playing for each other.
See, this is what I try to tell y'all out here when y'all be hitting seeing on a lot of this foolishness out here. You know what I'm saying? The boy, These boy be on social media too. Okay, all right. They be on social media too. They be seeing what y'all be saying.
Yeah.
They be seeing the disrespectful foolishness.
Now, now,
Yeah.
now, Sam, I want to interject this funny part, and you probably got to go back and look at it. Y'all done seen this. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When they asked Jimmy Lake about the crash out crew, that thing had me in tears because Jimmy was lost. They was like, yeah, Jimmy, what? I'm gonna do my D-Led impression. This is what D-Led said. Yeah, Jimmy, what you think about Jesse Bates and them calling themselves the crash out crew? And Jimmy was like, what? I'm sorry, I haven't heard of that. What did you say? The crash what? He was like, yeah, Jesse Bates, AJ Terrell, they gave themselves. And then Torrey McElhaney, I believe, followed up behind it with another question. And Jimmy Lake said, yeah, I got to go ahead and I got to look up that thing. Yeah, I never knew they called themselves that. I was cracking up. But the guy was like, that lets me know that they're so together that they're able to give their own selves an acronym for their unique group that lets me know that they're playing for each other. And I'm like, I'm all I can hear was Sam in the car. I can hear you laughing, Sam, at this part of the press conference. Like, bruh. But this is what we talk about, man. You ain't heard no acronym since D Block.
Mm-hmm.
Since D Block. What up, Franchize?
What's happening?
But for them to actually, the coaches now are getting, and I'm telling you, once Jimmy Lake gets a earful of what the crash out crew is, oh, best believe him and Jerry Gray, they gonna come up with some crash out crew plays specifically to be disrespectful.
Now, franchise, given the dialect, real quick. Now, with the 8 eyes that are watching this program, do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe. Help your boy out. I'm at 170 right now. I'm trying to get 200. You know what I mean? Before the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? Help your boy get 200. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm trying to do with that little bit right there. But
Hondo.
coming into this week with the mass unit known as the Cowboys that are coming in here, and the issues that they got on the offensive line. With the ability and the affinity that we have had to create turnovers. And on the somewhat negative side of that, with the lack of production from Evan Ketty, Malone, and Judah not necessarily having the bomb explosion impact that most people were looking for.
Yeah.
This is looking like the perfect game and perfect opportunity for this defensive front seven to exercise some demons. Give us your thoughts on that.
Could be. I mean, it's going to start with our linebacker crew. That's where it's going to start at. Can we get pressure on the quarterback? Then when we do, are we smart enough not to allow the quarterback to leak out the backside and pick up first down? Don't do that, Christy. It wasn't that much. Don't even do that.
Hey, and don't worry about it. I got to trim the beard and get to my haircut too, bro. Look, it's a long week, bro. It's a long week.
Look, Juan, I'm finna do that right now.
I'm with you, bro. We're getting spiffy for the holidays.
Hey, I got people to see and things to do next month.
I wasn't gonna say it backwards.
I know. Uh-huh.
Right,
I want
right,
to try to mess that up.
right. Yeah, right. Look, um, we were in the conversation, um, coaching the quarterback concerning, um, with the Cowboys, especially with Brand probably going to be out on that back end. Cowboys coming in, limping in, rolling in on a wheelchair, ambulance, flatbed, uh, skirt girder, and whatnot. Um, Across the board this morning, like I said to start the program, in national media, otherwise. I mean, it's a foregone conclusion. People are looking for us to put up, 40, 50 points on this team, in this game.
Right.
Uh, Now, all things given, um, even with Parsons, and whatnot, supposed to be, being in the game. What is your outlook? What is your mindset? What is your expectation? What do you see where, us coming in this week at home, and Dirty Kirk being, doing what he is doing, what I'm saying, and Zach Robinson unlocking, what I'm saying, the gym spots, what I'm saying, for this offense. What do you foresee is gonna be the one element that is gonna unlock this game in finishing mode for the Atlanta Falcons offense?
Well, I mean, the passing game is going to be there. We don't have to worry about that. But what I want is I want a complete game out of that running game,
Mm.
especially late in the game. Can we have that one drive where, like towards the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, where we just, put the nail in the coffin?
Mm.
Can we, have that one drive where, look, I brought this up multiple times, but when we played Cleveland a couple years ago, when Arthur Smith was here, and Arthur Smith said, "We're gonna run it down their motherfucking throat." That's what I want.
Mm.
We did not pass not once in that drive. We ran it down their damn throat. That's what I want. That's the type of drive that I want late in the game.
Mm. So you want that? You. I know what you want. You want that running back gridiron style
Yep.
gameplay that we. Yeah.
Because they sorry as hell against the run, bro. Like, to be honest, they cannot. They are near the bottom, like close to where Carolina is down there against the run. We should take advantage of it.
You know what? You might get to see that because remember, we don't know whose game is gonna be.
Hmm.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing when Zach and them set up the offense and Raheem and them agree upon what they're gonna do, we don't know whose game is it gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It may be both. It may be Tyler's game this time, or it may be Bijan's, whatever. But in essence, and pretty much saying feed the hot hand.
Yep.
Feed the hot hand and don't stop. And if they can't stop it, you don't stop it.
Excuse me.
Well,
Excuse me. Chris, darling, sweetie, sugar nugget. Mm,
Oh gosh.
Now, you know, stay on the yacht, sweetie.
just cuddle a couple times.
Okay, stay on the yacht. Okay, stay on the yacht.
Man,
'Cause I
you
hear
cooking
these
with hot
walls.
grease today. I see
Okay, okay, I hear these walls, sweetheart. You, you,
it.
you easily get me put on the light bread with, put some mayonnaise on that bread, and you know what
Oh
I'm saying.
Lord
Oh
have mercy.
Lord. We
Yeah.
gotta do this.
Uh-huh.
Christy, look,
Yeah.
Christy,
I
don't
love
get
you,
him started.
sweetie.
Don't, mm-mm,
Love you, mean it. Love you,
mm-mm, mm-mm,
darling.
mm-mm.
Look,
Don't get
when
Sam
ain't that
started.
right? But you,
Don't get Sam. Look, please don't get him started because he already got Christmas sweaters and eggnog waiting. Don't do that.
sweetie,
Don't do that.
listen.
Man got
I,
Christmas sweaters and eggnog waiting.
let me help you real quick, okay? Okay. If a nigga holler at you and he ain't talking about spending money on foundation, you know what I'm saying, type of dates, don't do that. See, this is a game we play.
Not on duty. Not on duty.
You see what I'm saying? This is the game we play. See what I'm saying? So when you walk down this, you know what I'm saying, basket rug in front of the fireplace, yeah,
No.
yeah. See, there's gonna be a reason your toes throwing up gang sign.
Oh no, no.
All right.
Hang all the mistletoe.
See,
You better.
see,
I
Had my
cannot.
hips in the had my hips in the chokehold and shit.
see,
You know what?
see,
We gonna get back to Falcons football because
See,
Christy over here telling
see,
herself.
grown
they not
men
ready
know
for
how to
this.
make you
They not
bend.
ready. They not ready, bro. I'm telling
See what I'm saying?
Uh,
Grown men know how to make you bend. You know?
you.
OG After Dark 10.99 9 p.m.
Hey,
I'm
look,
saying.
TLC came out with a song called Waterfalls for a reason.
Crash
Right.
out crew,
See.
can we get back? Crash out crew. I'm
Right,
trying to
right, right,
save us.
right, 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 right.
I'm trying to save us. Somebody's teenager might stumble upon this. We need to be wholesome.
Mm,
Ain't no wholesome bone in my body, sir.
I know, but it's just after
it-
12, sir.
it's, I like pancakes and thick cheeks in the morning. You know,
See,
and
now we
you know
talking.
what I mean?
Now we talking.
I'm trying to save what little bit of morality we got left. I'm trying to. I am trying. See what you, Chrissy, see what you did. Did you see what you did?
See,
See,
Juan
see,
trying to save us,
see.
but
I'm trying. Look,
Uh,
it's I'm gonna beat it, and I'm trying to
uh,
save it.
yeah. Yeah. See, love. See. This is grown over here. This ain't pull up at the red light on the scooter. No,
Oh
this grown.
no,
uh-uh, uh-uh.
no!
See, this that BET uncut.
See,
Somebody put on some Mariah Carey. Somebody
mhm,
put on some Mariah
yeah.
Carey.
See, you know what I'm saying. Bear tell you, yeah, that nigga he ain't right. Yeah.
Sam. I don't think she need to be introduced to Backdoor Santa.
I'm just trying. I'm just trying to help little Nisha Pooh
I'm
out. You know what I
trying.
mean?
I'm trying to
You know what I
save
mean?
it.
I'm trying to help Nisha Pooh out. I don't want her to make these mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these niggas that I be out here in disguises and have you fooled and thinking they might be him and they be shim. You
Mm,
Uh, 12
know?
yards, a field goal.
um, um, um,
Uh,
mm.
uh, five.
Under two, can we say under 2 minutes?
Look, I'm throwing the blue flag. 10 mile on the field, 5 yard penalty.
Listen,
coming out hot.
listen.
Can't even set the pace. I'm
Look,
just,
I'm
I'm
trying
just,
to save
I'm
the
just,
show.
look,
just saying. I'm
The
just.
show.
look. Look. I'm trying to help baby girl out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, keep her guarded and covered.
Oh,
I ain't trying
I'm
to
trying.
run out there like that.
I'm trying to save the show. I'm, I'm
Yeah.
trying.
I'm just saying.
I'm
I'm
trying to
just
save the
saying.
show. I'm just let's talk about them cowgirls. This is getting a little grown.
Hey,
Wait,
one,
wait,
but
wait,
one. We talking about
wait.
crossing over the end
You see,
zone.
y'all like y'all man escapists.
I'm trying to save the show. I'm trying. Listen, just because it's after Halloween, I'm trying to save the show.
Hey, look. We gonna be all right. We gonna
It's
be
the
all right.
first of the
We gonna be
month.
all right,
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Get up, get up.
man. Look, man, it's rodeo week. Dirty birds walk in and handle their business. You know what I'm saying? In the bins. You know what I'm saying? We should walk out unscathed. You know what I'm saying? And, and moving on. You know what I'm saying? The close up shop on next week with the Saints. Um,
Mhm.
you know, it is. To me, this season is unfolding like I thought it would. The way it's going, I felt like it was gonna go this route. You know, um, the platter is there. I'm not gonna keep saying that each week. I've been saying that for the last 4 weeks. The
Yep.
platter is there.
Right
All
there.
we got to do is pull up to the table and eat. All we got to do is pull up to the table and eat. Now we got the host of ATL Endgame. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Go down the promo. You know what I'm saying? Set your shit up. Let them know what's gonna be going on, man.
Gotcha.
Get out of here.
All right, OG, listen, man. Look, we're gonna have the ATL Sports end game tonight at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to further dive into this matchup. You guys are all welcome. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at Mr. Tactician 78 on YouTube. Listen, man, it's time this Sunday, especially make sure you guys, if you're going to the game, go there, show up and show out.
Please do.
We need to get this win because what's going to happen now, we running away with the South. Now it's time to run away with the in it with the whole conference if we can. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys tune in. And yes, we're gonna have our regular Friday night foolishness. So do not be surprised and stay tuned. Franchise, what you got?
Hey, look, y'all already know what it is. As long as we take care of our damn business, it's just like Sam said. the The setup is already it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Table is set.
Yeah, the platter is right there. All we got to pull. All we got to do is pull up to the tables. You know what
All
I'm
you
saying?
gotta do is take care of your business. That's all you gotta do. You don't gotta do nothing extra. Don't come in there half stepping like you did against Seattle. No, just take care of your business, and we're there.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Well,
One
ladies and
game at a time.
That's a good heaping helping of madness for you, Falcon.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
hey
see what
man,
you did there, Sam.
hey, yes sir. Look at him. Hey man, you got ATL in game. You got coach tonight as well. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken.
He should be going on before me.
This Saturday morning bird feeder. You'll probably
I'll
see
be
me there
back.
at regulators. Sunday leading up to the game. Tune in to the Unholy Alliance halftime show.
Yes, sir.
Going forward, it's a thing, y'all. Ain't nobody doing like us, y'all. Can't nobody be like us, y'all. Understand what we got going on over here? We are
Mm-mm.
this. We are this. This is this.
Yes, sir.
We are this and that.
Yeah. We is them, those, and thuses.
Hey man, look at him, look at him. Hey man, you got to keep it. Hey man, you got to keep it dirty. You got to most notably you got to keep it real with yourself, man. Let your next choice be your best choice. Look,
Hey. And
It's
that's Mr. Ats, no A cups. Keep it
mm,
real.
mm, mm. We're here. It is Friday, y'all. It's Friday. Hey man, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all be safe out there. Enjoy your weekend. Tune into the game. Tune into the halftime show. And we out.
Peace.
Peace.